what's Missin Curfew. It's when you kind of play guilty, but you show up.
How nice is a green light on the road, though? No practice tomorrow, no plane, just go.
Scotty Upshall in the clear, and he scores! Right in front, scores!
A few laughs, a little bit of fun, and obviously a lot of hockey talk.
You're listening to Missin Curfew.
Fellas, coming to you from Hall Pass Media in Newport Beach. This is Missin Curfew. And fellas, he's back. The fucking Updogg. Take him off the milk carton. Unlock your fucking, let your wives out of the house. He's fucking back here. Updogg, buddy, missed you. Good to have you back. Welcome back to where you belong, my man.
Thank you, brother. It's nice to be in the studio. Thanks for holding court, first and foremost. You did a hell of a job. Shout out to Jay Swish. He's done a hell of a job, too.
Yeah.
To the boys in the back, Max, Kyle, you guys have been kicking ass. Yeah, what can I say? It's nice to be back. We put some business stuff behind us.
Yeah.
My summer got a little bit extended. I'd like that when I played, by the way.
You know
it's
what?
like missing training camp.
It was actually a fucking, if there's a diamond in the rough, which there always is that the saying, a diamond in the rough? It's probably good for you. You know,
Yeah.
listen, we were coming in here and Jay Swish was bringing tons of energy. And, we got a new member of the team that we're excited about that we'll bring on here real shortly. Jay Swish is young, right? You got 2 kids. My girl moved in with me. The next beauty we're about to announce has a beautiful family. We needed some young fucking testosterone, some guys that are fucking flying them in or flying them out or getting some STD tests or something, right? Like, what's going on down here? We need
there'd be something wrong if we were getting those tests. and I mean, God forbid. But listen, no, apologies just to the fans because I know that they were wondering where I am.
Yeah.
And yes, I do have the kids going to school. Yes, the family's good. Yes, my wife doesn't hate me. Christina's great.
Yeah.
Just all the people up in home in Canada, like, we're excited to get back in the studio. Yeah, I got to be honest. I'm excited to be back.
And I'm with you. I apologize to listeners too, but at the same time, like, it was a business thing that we couldn't really get into. And like, listen, what is this? We're going into year 5. Is it 5 or 4?
It's 5, bud.
5. When we started this thing, it started on a Zoom fucking, me, you, and God rest his soul Broadway. We didn't know how to get our computers fixed up. We were doing a Zoom. You've changed in 5 years. I've changed in 5 years. Kyle wasn't here 5 years ago. Pickup wasn't here 5 years ago. Things has changed, and we had to, button things up that we were trying to button up, and it took longer than we wanted to. But I apologize to the fans as well. We just stuff we couldn't really talk about, right? And it took a little bit longer than we both expected, right? Like, we thought we were gonna have this wrapped up a couple weeks ago and have it all. But you are busy, man, with your kids. Like, anytime I see anything you're doing, you got 2 kids and you're fucking bombing around. So. It's good
busy, and I told you this coming in, but I almost lost my first set of fucking teeth this weekend from my son, Beckham. Like, he's playing mini sticks now.
Yeah.
Every day. Like, he won't eat. He won't fucking go to school on time. He's a little savage. And I was teaching him how to, like, properly pass with Izzy. And he's got these little mini sticks are sick, by the way. Like, if we had them, we were back. That's probably why we shooting like these kids do. He fucking just reefed this thing back, buddy, hit my bottom lip. My old man was there, and I'm looking at him, and he's like, what the hell? It's just leaking down the chin, right on the white T-shirt. I'm like, I thought my teeth were gone.
What was your first reaction?
My first reaction was looking at. He kind of got like this spooked look. They like, if they hit one another and you kind of get mad or you're spooked, they like freak out like a little bit, like what I do. Hit the look in his eyes was like, Dad, what did I do? And I'm just bleeding. I'm like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
But fuck, it was, yeah.
Oh, listen, at least this was an accident. One time, this is years ago, Porter, like, fucking boom, headbutted me on purpose. Like, I know he did it on purpose, and my nose just started leaking, and I was like...
He laughed.
Yeah, he laughed. He basically laughed.
Porter's a laugher, I know that.
He's turned into a pretty good
But it is just, listen, it's nice to just be back in here shooting the show. I love you, I missed you. Yeah. It's fucking nice to be back in here.
Fucking rights, buddy. And let's get right into it with Uppy's World. Party
Why
time.
Not?
Excellent.
All right, where to begin?
Your dad's birthday, right?
That was my birthday.
Your birthday.
Yeah, it was my birthday last Tuesday. Listen, I've realized that I haven't spent enough time with my dad. My brother Brent, who listens to every fucking podcast, he's up in Fort Mac. His oldest girl, Emma's going to school down here. I got to spend some time with her. She's going to St. Mary's University up in Sacramento. But she had a tournament in Toronto this weekend, so Brento couldn't come. But it was like a father's trip that I never had to do before. My dad's 62 now. He came down here early last week. Lupul, his buddy Jeff Kilburn, my dad and I went to San Diego, caught the Padres Dodger Game 4. Buddy, Lupul and his boy go to the bathroom. I'm sitting there with my dad. My dad's to my left. PJ got his Scott Boris's ticket center, just right up above the plate, second deck. Unbelievable view of like strikes and balls. And I caught my big beer, my bedwetter beer right here. And a foul ball fucking comes up, and it's right in Lupul's chair, and it's coming hot, Obes. And I had never seen one come at me like that that much spin in like that sort of the stadium. I've seen him come off the bat left or right. This one was coming, and I still got a bruise on the bottom of my hand. It hit me so hard. And I think the first text from the boys was like, "Did you keep it in front of you?" I did.
Yeah. I was like, "Well, did you knock it down?" And I was with Loops on Friday, and Loops is like, Updogg missed this. I'm like, "Well, was it a routine play or was it a hot shot? Like, if it's a hot shot, you got a glove on it. That's a fucking good play." Shot. Yeah, I'm like,
the person behind me, his face would have been taken off. If it was Loops,
I go Loops. I know one thing, you weren't fucking coming up with it. I fucking know that.
I think you got to drop the beer and go two hands.
Or just Happy Gilmore style. Take it right to the fucking chest. You're in a 6 days of extra hockey practice.
So listen, I did that with my dad, which was awesome. And then we took, we jumped on the, we took the flight to Vegas, bro. We saw the Avalanche play my Blues. Shout out to Donnie DuBois. I sat in his seats. They were absolutely sick. My buddy TJ Campbell from Fort Mac came in town. So we did a hockey game. We played golf at Summit. Shout out to Herb Cohen, our boy. Took me out golfing there. Legend Bobby Orr's he's shacked up at Summit now. Good for him. I'm happy for him. And then took my dad for a full spa day. This was a full dad's trip. I was like, "Dad, let's go buy you a dress shirt, new jeans, some shoes, like deck you out for Vegas, And we did the Sphere. We did Eagles at the Sphere, which
how was that?
It was good.
Yeah, I haven't seen a show
chocolate
yet.
Mushies and a couple beers and just absolutely sick.
You don't even need fucking mushrooms at Sphere. You just go back and any drug you did your rest of your life comes right back to your brain, I think.
You definitely don't. But this Joe Walsh is a legend, man. He sings like Bob Dylan, he's and then the fucking life in the fast lane. I mean, if that's not like a
so how far
if that's not an anthem for us. We sat. Shout out to this Eric Snyder. I met him through Lundqvist.
Yeah,
he's MSG guy. Hooks us up with incredible tickets. Listens to the show. We sat in 205.
Yeah, that's where we sat for the fight.
Second row.
Yeah.
Amazing seats.
Yeah.
You just get the full experience.
Totally.
You're not like, seeing Vince Gill, who does a great job playing the Glenn Fry, vocals, but you're not like seeing the band, but you're submersed in like that world, which is absolutely incredible. So yeah, buddy, it was a great, great trip. I knew I had one more weekend before I was diving in the studio. I was like, fuck it, Dad, let's go send it. Got home, spent some time with the kids, and now just listen, but ready to rock.
Yeah.
I'm fucking 41 now.
Welcome to the club.
I feel pretty good though.
Yeah,
I feel good.
fuck. I live in Newport Beach. 41's like 31.
I feel good.
Up his world. Party time. Excellent.
Welcome back.
Hey, just before we bring in the newest member of Missin Curfew, I saw Jack White in concert.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time since I've seen him. First time I saw Jack White was at the Will Turn back in the day. Loops got it for, you're talking about how we're 41. This was probably my 28th birthday or something. Blew my mind then. It's been a long time since I've seen a great concert. He played for 2 hours at this little venue downtown LA called the Mayan, if I'm saying that right. Mayan, the Mayan.
Sounds like it.
Dude, he fucking strummed it for 2 hours straight. Like, it was insane. Like, he went back, took one piss, came right back out. So, fellas, if you have a chance to see Jack White, check it out. It blew my mind up, dog. He was so loud. We came out there and it was like, it was unreal.
Yeah, the last time was last President's Day. We saw him play Belly Up, and again, it's like
that'd be a great venue.
Maybe 140 people, 150 people, and he just no cameras. Although Christina stuck hers in there, so I grabbed it at some point. I was just like, this is outrageous. He went through like probably 6 or 7 guitars that were just.
Loops' girl's like, yeah, we were allowed to bring the phone in, but Uppy brought his phone in. I was like, that doesn't fucking surprise me.
I mean, it was great. I kept her low, and no flash. Don't be that guy.
You're good on the camera, but Updogg, welcome back, buddy. And like I said, Jay Swish, shout out to Jay Swish. She's done a hell of a job for us. We needed some single guys. But also the newest member of the team. Look at this. I've gone down the depth chart here at Missin Curfew, right? You got, 700 fucking games?
Almost.
Yeah. Well, you're 700. I almost have 600. I'll say 600. This guy, let's round up, 900 games, Stanley Cup champion, and a guy that I've been dying to get involved in Missin Curfew and timings, everything. Brad Richardson. Richie, welcome to the squad, fella.
What's up, fellas?
How you doing?
Me.
What an intro. Hey, listen, nice little setup there. How are those signs I got for you? They need to be a little bigger, eh?
Yeah, it's not nationally, that's for sure. But they're hanging in there. I got a couple of hats back there. You can see a couple sticks and all set, ready to go.
What's Jess gonna say? Turning that whole room into just a new badass studio for yourself.
Yeah, it's at a little rental place I got for my parents. So my parents are 1 bedroom short, but they'll be fine.
Oh, you're like, hey, mom and dad, by the way, I'm gonna have to move that to a little studio here. Eh? Get the pull-out couch out of there. I'm coming in with some lights.
No, it's good, boys. I appreciate you guys having me, and I'm looking forward to a fun year with you too.
Hey, how's that microphone there? That's fucked. That was supposed to be the high Mecca one. We got to get you a stand, eh?
Yeah, I think we need a stand, buddy. But you know what? I get this kind of little bicep workout for me here. I'm not working out as much as I used to, so this is perfect.
Fuck, I saw a video. Your beautiful wife sent me a video of you in the backyard, rollerblades snapping what I assume is golf balls around, fella. So you look like you're still moving pretty good.
She called me out the other night. Said, I can't rollerblade. She said, I know you can skate, but you can't rollerblade. I said, what are you talking about? I had this old set in the garage, threw them on. I might have had a few cocktails. And started to fly. I said, where do you want me to hit, baby? I'll shoot this puck anywhere and golf balls anywhere. So I started picking off things. And,
Richie,
it's
that's
maybe
hilarious.
one too many, but I want to, prove a point.
And you could also almost break your neck. The last time I put them on, I was living on the island in Newport, and I come across, I had this little bridge, and I come across, like, Christina's watching me. She's like, oh, I'm, dating this NHLer. He's going to be the father of my kid. Like, she was pregnant with Izzy. Yeah. And I came across the bridge, boys, and I went ass over tea kettle in front of all of my neighbors. Stick went flying and everything, and I'm like, this is, I'm going to kill myself if I keep these on. It's like,
I do respect
a hazard.
I do respect a nice girl rollerblading down the boardwalk, though. Eh?
Yeah,
anytime I'm
I
on my
miss
little
that.
fucking electric bike and there was a check the shoulder, hey, like, that's a good stride. Then you got to
Especially
look
if they're
back
the roller blades.
to really see what's going on.
The
there.
roller skates, like the old school, like roller girl back in the day. That's a nice touch.
That is a nice touch. So, hey, Rich, what we got? Welcome to the squad, buddy. We're gonna, obviously you're gonna be here all year, doing as much as you want to do and as little as you want to do. You're scout for the Flames last year. What looking back on that? What did you enjoy about it? What was it like being a scout fellow?
You know what? I really, really enjoyed parts of it. I was really happy to get the call from them and was excited to start the year. I think, last year was an easier year when the Coyotes moved. It made it a lot tougher for me to do the job. So I know I really enjoyed last year. I learned a lot about the league. I learned a lot about what goes on behind the scenes. That stuff as a player you never think of, or how much goes into each decision. I could not believe how many discussions we have about every player. Really get a chance to know a lot of the American League guys and obviously the NHL guys. But I learned a lot, and Craig Conroy was great with me, and Don Maloney with the president there was awesome, and the whole staff was really great. So I did learn a lot. This year, I got right before training camp, and I was still doing it, and I just, with the Coyotes leaving, it was just too much travel with the young family. As Uppy knows, it's a lot with kids. And then to try to be on the road for 15 or 20 nights a month is impossible. So for me, there's no way to do it. And I guess time was a funny thing. And we kind of talked. And
we've been talking about this for a while, getting involved.
Yeah, you're ahead of
hockey for a while, but it kind of just, timing was kind of everything in life. And I'm happy to be here and get to spend more time with family and get to hang out with you some guys.
Fucking head of hockey operations right here. I like it. But Richie, you're the head of hockey operations. And I can't give away some names, but some buddies that are now involved in management and coaching and all that stuff. How long did it take to realize that there is that like special boys club that, is built amongst like the managers and stuff? Because it's pretty tight, right? Like I feel like they all talk to each other. They have a beat on what's going, like if you're a new guy into that position, they're calling each other right away. Like, welcome, we're going to do probably a lot of business in the next couple of years. Did you feel that right away?
100% you do. Yeah. Yep. I mean, the first thing I really noticed is how much work it is. I couldn't believe the work that goes into it. I honestly, like, everyone kind of thinks when you're playing, I'll be a GM, I'll be this when I'm done. It is so much fucking work. I don't know if Conroy ever slept. Like, he was in and out of the room every 10 seconds getting a call. And like you said, yeah, there's all those guys, because you're going to make deals. You want to be on good terms with everyone in the league so that, those deals go well for both teams. You're obviously trying to make a good deal, but you're not trying to screw anyone over. And I think that's, in the end, what you're trying to do is have good relationships that last for a long time. But again, the thing, I just couldn't believe the work that these guys put in.
So it's not like football fantasy, because I'm trying to screw people over in every fucking trade I do.
Yeah.
Flowers has been asking for Joe Mixon for 3 weeks. I just offered him Pollard. I'm like, I'll give you Pollard for Kelsey, fella. Like, hey, take your leave it, bud.
I will say this: now that you're in a really good spot in our league, I mean, you're 5-1, right?
5-1.
You're now not having to make the stupid deals that you always have. You've
always
always been throwing out.
Though. I'm still antsy.
Every year, halfway through the season, you're just like, my team sucks. Like, someone take this. You're just throwing deals around. Now you're like, wow, strategy. I can actually sit in the pocket, and like I got a little time here.
I tried to make a blockbuster with Jack Eichel. I said, Ike, you haven't texted me back. You busy doing something, or what the fuck's going on here, bud? I was going to give him Derrick Henry for Jefferson and some other one of his 6 players, and that would have given me Jefferson and Chase.
I know. Don't do that. That guy's cooking right now.
Yeah, I know.
I got
he's
CeeDee
cooking.
Lamb for you if you
Yeah,
want
but
to
what
talk.
if he gets hurt? I thought he's at his highest point. He's like fucking, what's that,
Sell high, eh?
Nvidia stock, or what's it called?
Nvidia.
Blockbuster?
He's like Nvidia right now. He's like Nvidia right now. He's at the
Game
highest
stuff.
point.
It's game stuff, yeah.
I'm like, what if he fucking pulls a hammy next game or something? Like, I thought he was just, sell high,
Have you
bud.
seen the size of Jefferson's legs? You got to worry about him maybe snapping one of those off.
That Derrick Henry, though, he is a beast.
He's a
isn't he?
beast. Yeah, he's a beast.
Hey, Richie, back to you got to feel like maybe you left your fingerprints on the Flames, though. They're 3-0. They've cost me nothing but fucking money since they started the season. And secondly, with all these, like, players you have on there, could you go back to old files? Like, could you go back and be like, okay, O'Brien, 2010. Let's see what they were. Is there any way
I
going
didn't
back?
want to pump my tires, but I mean, look, that scouting staff fucking had a hell of a summer on.
Hey, I want to say, listen, they should be thanking
Jay
you 3-0.
Feaster. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Oaks is so funny. So when you get you get your sign up for these teams, you get your computer and you can access any video, any scouting report from your career, my career. And I went through, I obviously your first name, I Googled myself and they forgot to wipe some of the stuff for myself. It was so funny reading all the scouting reports. Like, this guy's a dog. He's too old now. You know what I mean? There's some good ones, but there was some funny stuff. And then I told them about it, and then they got rid of it. But I went on like some years. It was pretty funny to see the stuff. But
Just get a little slower. Can't stay on the bar. Good guy. Don't put a face off.
How much
good
off
guy.
ice?
He's done though.
Richie, how much off ice stuff do they put on there? Because that's kind of important,
Fuck,
right?
I hope not everything.
Well, I mean, more and more on ice stuff. There is some stuff. If there are some serious problems off ice, that might be on there. But it was just funny, like accessing any, like you go back and watch a goal he scored, 15 years ago, or like a shift. It's really crazy that the data and obviously the analytics stuff that you can access. But
Turnover.
Do they have a clip for how many bad penalties you took over
Totally
the course of
they
the
have
year?
to.
Or what?
that
was my downfall.
I don't even know if they had video on you.
Yeah.
They didn't need video. There's just one scouting report. Tread carefully. If you're going to get this guy, tread carefully.
Buyer beware.
You know what you're getting with this guy. He's fucking fighting the scale, fights the puck some nights, but fuck, other than that, he's not bad to have around.
No.
Well,
But,
Richie,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, we're happy to have you, buddy. Listen, I promise you one thing. We're not going to work you as hard as the Calgary Flames work you. I can guarantee you that. We want you to be comfortable here, fella.
I appreciate it.
Hey, real quick, a little promo here for next weekend. I guess it's this weekend.
It's this weekend, brother.
Sunday, October 20th at KC Live. We got the Kansas City Watch Party sponsored by Jagger and our boys at DraftKings. We will be there all afternoon just slinging Jagermeister. Giveaways, drink specials. Drunkest guy there gets a fucking free Missin Curfew t-shirt. The key matchup will be the Kansas City Chiefs, the 5-0 Chiefs, against the 49ers. So we're flying all the way to Missouri, and they're playing in California. But, hey, that's the stuff we're going to do for Jagermeister and DraftKings. But, Ups, Richie, we're going to miss you on this trip. We'll get you on the next one. But looking forward to getting on the road. Kyle Conway's coming. Mini Picks coming. Jay Swish. And a special guest, the Heat Daddy, is flying in from Nashville. I got him on an 8 a.m. bird coming in from Nashville, Southwest.
Awesome.
What kind of shape do you think the Heat Daddy is going to be when he touches down?
And he's a pro.
He's a fucking
he's
pro.
He's an
right?
absolute pro. By the way, his live shows are kick-ass. And I'm sure he had nothing but just a Jagermeister right off the get-go.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't
Off
just
the
get
Gordon?
Yeah, we don't just get to stick to one. We get to have the whole bottle when we're there.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna sling down some Jagger. Richie, baby, I got a 3:30 flight out of there on Monday because that Sunday morning wake up after boozing all day.
Can't do that.
I can't. I'm not an early flight guy. Are you an early? This guy's. You'll see this year when you come on Fellow Tours. This guy will be like, you'll see him the Sunday at night or Saturday night, and then you'll text him the next day. He'll already be back in Newport. He's like, I've been home for 3 hours. You're like, how is that impossible? Yeah, but are you a late flight guy or with kids? You have to get back.
Yeah, that does happen with the kids. That's some hungover Sundays for sure.
Yeah. But are you like, can you get up at the 7 a.m. or does Jess understand that you're maybe coming on the noon, or you feel bad?
I usually have to get up with the kids, but I don't you don't mind doing it. You got to pay to play, so it's one of those things. You just kind of
you got to pay to play.
Have a little healer in the morning, have a nice cup of coffee, and there we go.
It's only the kids, I think, that gets me back. I mean, I would have.
You've caught some outrageous early flights where I haven't even pissed yet. I'm like, how the fuck is he home?
It's Richie. Then it's not even just getting on that early flight. It's getting home and not just being able to lay on the couch and you're just going, fuck.
Oh yeah,
I should have maybe slept in.
It's like you take the early
that's
flight
where you're
home.
hoping the iPad comes out for a little bit. Maybe throw them in the pool quick and tire them out.
But you know why? Deep down, you know you're doing a good thing, and you know you got to get back on the road at some point. So you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna put this in the good bank here. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You kind of got to think ahead.
You make me realize I'm not even fucking remotely ready for kids. Like, although I don't know if I would push the envelope quite to where you push it to get back. Like, if I had to get back, I would be like, maybe I'm just gonna go to bed at 10. Where you're like, I'm gonna go to bed at 4 and get on the 7 o'clock.
Well, I can't. Sometimes you can't turn it off. And we're not on the road to turn it off. We got to turn it on.
We got lots of road trips for this year, buddy.
Totally.
We got this one. We'll be in Pitt for Labatt Blue and Labatt Blue and DraftKings in November. We're going to your favorite fucking city, Columbus, in March.
Awesome.
And the fucking headliner is the Four Nations in February, Montreal. Team USA versus Canada at the Bell Center.
Love it.
And there will be a Missin Curfew shaker taking place after. Details will follow that. We're not quite ready to announce the details, but those are a lot of fellow tours.
Those are 4 great ones, and then maybe a special one that there's getting tossed around, maybe back in Edmonton.
Well, we'll go to Edmonton and Vancouver for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Edmonton going to make the fucking playoffs? We're going to get to that. Just wait on that. Listen, boys, I had to cut the cord on DirecTV. I had it since I was a rookie in the NHL. They lose ESPN. Okay, you want to have a fight with Disney?
Tough luck.
Go ahead, fight with Disney. That's whatever. I'm not going to step in there. But then don't send me a bill that you're going to charge me $9 more a month. And somebody might be like, "Oh, just get off your fucking wallet. It's $9 a month." But that was the turning point for me. I'd already been tickling YouTube TV. So I went full on YouTube TV. This probably won't surprise you boys or the beauties that listen. Didn't do my full research, right? Go to take the Oilers against the Flames, against the Brad Richardson Flames the other night. Go to ESPN Plus on YouTube or on my app. No game. Go to YouTube. No NHL Network TV on YouTube. So I had fucking money on this game and couldn't get it. Why the fuck is NHL Network not on YouTube, bud? Did anyone know?
That's the problem, though, because you got to have every app. You got to have DirecTV, and if you don't want to miss something, and like sometimes DirecTV's out on one channel, they're like in a dispute with the network, and you can't get the game. It's crazy.
They hold you hostage.
Watch these games now.
They put the TV gun to your head and say, "Well, you like hockey? Then you got to download. Download DirecTV."
Here's my question to you boys: it's $9 a month, right? I can, times are tight, but I think I can afford that. I don't watch NHL Network that much. No disrespect to anybody who works there. The only time I watch it is if I can't get it on ESPN Plus, or the next morning. Back in the day when I was doing Cooley's show, I'd watch it a lot because Cooley wanted to go over every fucking game. But I don't watch NHL Network really ever. But I will watch it if I needed to watch a game.
But it's not. You just said it's $9 a month. Extra is what their DirecTV is. What it's still in $90 a month, right?
Oh yeah.
DirecTV is $90. I think YouTube TV is $90, and if you want the NFL package, it's a little more.
Pornhub. How much is Pornhub?
I get it for free.
Right?
Yeah,
Pornhub's still free, Richie.
So somehow the only thing we really want to watch is free. Yeah.
Boy,
so how much would something right?
Remember how hard it was to jerk off back remember how hard it was to find porn back in the day?
I don't know.
Nowadays, it's everywhere.
I used to just spend my afternoons going to Hustler Hollywood and getting the new, porns that were coming out, Vivid or whatever the hell they were.
Right?
Yeah,
I think I know the answer to the but as your X poll, like on X, it's just porn on X now, too. You ever get that?
Not just politics and hockey.
Yeah. Does this porn ever come up on your X thing? They're like, I'll just be
and crypto, by the way, crypto.
I'll be scrolling through it, and all of a sudden there'll be just a big set of tits or somebody getting some girl spread eagle. I'm like, holy fuck! I'm at lunch.
You got to be careful with that with kids, buddy, because the kids are always grabbing your phone and stuff. So you got to keep that away. You know what I mean? I just keep hide them the magazines under my mattress and all that. Like you used to do.
Hey Elon, thanks for the free speech, Elon. Can you put a password on my X thing here? My kids are getting into it.
Please.
Now you got pile driving.
That's true. I never thought about that with the kids.
Yeah,
you guys got a lot on your plates, huh?
Oh, they grab those phones. Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm going to think it over. But NHL Network, I would love to get you on YouTube. Real last quick, boys. In our intro, have you seen this new Gen Z commercial with all these young fucking rich hockey players? I'm like, I don't know if it's just jealousy, Richie, or what it is, but I saw it. I was like, I just love at the end, like the Updogg said when Sidney Crosby's like kid these days. But what was your thought as a guy who's played 900 games over this commercial?
Probably, I mean, pretty much the same as you guys. I mean, it was kind of comical. I mean, most of these kids have had it pretty easy growing up. Walked right into the massive paychecks after the first contract, and obviously, very talented guys. But it's to me, it was kind of a joke. I think Sid said it best at the end.
Yeah,
I
thought it was.
It
great.
is pretty amazing. Like you get Jack Hughes saying screen time, and you're thinking screen time 10 years ago, we didn't even know what the fuck that was. But mind you, we weren't like doing Michigans and throwing them up top chair. Like the fact that these kids all have probably 30 minutes of highlight reel goals in their first couple of years of playing hockey, it's crazy. We took, we might have one good goal every couple of years where we're like, yeah, did you ever see that good goal?
Yeah, the first thing I thought actually when I saw
guys
it,
every week.
If that commercial can't get you laid, what the hell can?
I know.
Imagine that commercial pumping back in the day. Upshaw, single Upshaw, you're just on fucking. Yeah, we love a good screen time. Richardson. Yeah, we like getting paychecks. We like getting promoted. Yeah, it's just like, holy fuck. Yeah.
Sick over the glass. Like, how are you? No, I didn't even get out there on the power play.
No, and these kids, like, they seem to, I love the skill and I love it. They just seem to have no worry, though. They'll try anything. Like, imagine trying to do that stuff back when we did it. And you'd be fucked up on that one time. You're never playing again.
No, who was I talking to?
So it's just a different era.
I was texting with Kyle Keefe and Johnny Michael Lyles last night watching the Avalanche, which we're going to get into here in our rundown. And Johnny Michael Lyles said the same thing. He said, there's just no anger out there anymore, right? Like, there's just no fuck you or cross-check or,
Yeah, there wasn't a preseason.
Yeah,
like,
there
where
wasn't
did
a
that
preseason.
go? Bring those guys back.
Yeah, they're all down in the jungle riding the bus. That's where they are. They're eating cold pizza is what they're doing.
Yeah, Kyle.
What's up, Kyle?
Hey boys, that commercial. My brother-in-law, his one of his good buddies did that commercial. It's like an agency in Chicago, and the funny, interesting thing is this guy's like in his 40s who wrote and produced this whole commercial. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. It's not really a Gen Zer, but I got to say I do like it. It's a good take on the new league.
Yeah. I got a great idea, and I
fuckers.
don't want to say it on our podcast because I know there's going to be some listeners this week.
Yeah,
and I don't want to give it away because we've obviously had people steal some of our ideas before.
We're
not going to throw it out there. But listen, I actually we'll bring it up at the end of this.
Yeah. Keep it to yourself.
I just noted it, but
I would just say to these kids, enjoy it as they are. But obviously, it's just pure jealousy from my behalf. But if you're trying to make these kids look fucking cool, they're doing a hell of a job of that. So good thing. Real last quick here, we lost somebody. Richie, you didn't know this guy, but you would have loved him. He's your type of guy. Uppy, you knew him a lot better than I did. Chris Ryan, I got to meet him 2 years ago when we were coming back from Ireland. He took us up on stage. He was a big fan of Missin Curfew. We lost him. Heart attack, I guess. Well, not I guess. A heart attack a couple weeks ago. I know he meant a lot to you, Ups. He's a great guy.
Yeah, buddy. He was a pride and joy of St. John's, Newfoundland. Played guitar at Shamrocks every week, at Mondays, Wednesdays, weekends. He's left behind some family and his lovely girl, Amber. They were at my house, cooked dinner with us this summer. I was on stage with him and my Uncle Mac and my cousin Ryan, singing fucking Oasis Wonderwall.
Yeah.
Mixed with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Dude, that was one of the coolest remixes I've ever fucking seen when he did that.
Yeah, so listen, they had a thing for him last Friday. The whole town showed up and played music and shared stories and laughs. But from us here at Missin Curfew, listen, he even sent you a video when I was at my dad's place this summer. Like, he wore our shirts, he wore our hats on stage all the time. He was a fucking just a heart and soul guy. Laughed, loved life, loved hockey, loved music. So
loved beers. I'm going to miss him, dude. Ever since that trip, like I said, he texts me quite often, listened to the pod. We talked about hockey. He had an old school mentality. And I remember you sent me the video, and I was like, geez, not another beauty. It just seems like it's happening way too much. But well said by you, Updogg, and Chris Ryan and his family. Our condolences for Missin Curfew. And Chris, buddy, we'll miss you. An absolute beauty. Rest in peace, my man. We're right back. Welcome back to Missin Curfew. Updogg, Richie. Missin Curfew, dog of the week, baby. I got a couple dogs. My first dog is Connor Geeky. You talked about those preseason fights, Richie. Well, this guy, Kucherov, got hit near the end of the preseason by somebody from Florida, and this kid came flying in, and I was already texting John Cooper about how much I love this kid, and I go, Rich, see what that kid? He goes, well, I'll tell you what, Obes, that definitely helped his chances. He made the squad. He played his first NHL game the other night. I think he's going to be exactly what the Tampa Bay Lightning need. He's big. He's a Western Leaguer Updogg, which I know you love. I loved it when he played World Juniors. So Connor Geeky, you're my Missin Curfew dog of the week. And also the Boston Bruins fourth line, boys. I've watched the Bruins play. They're my pick to come out of the East. They look a little slow. I'm going to give them some time to get the legs going, but they look a little slow. But this fourth line of Beecher, I'm going to fuck this kid's name up. Kaslik and Kepka. This Kaslik kid, I hope I'm saying your name right, fella. Mark Kaslik.
He's a beauty.
Yeah, dude, you know this kid?
Yep.
Buddy, he's a player, huh?
Oh, he's awesome. I don't want to say too much, but a lot of teams wanted this kid this summer. And he skates in Scottsdale with all the guys when the team was here. And this kid is jacked. He's a great kid, and he can play. And that energy that line's bringing is incredible. They've been their best line.
That's why they're 500, because it has been their best line, but it's 100% been their best line. And this Beecher kid, I love this kid too. He goes to the net, can shoot the puck. But you're absolutely right, Richie. And we talk about fourth liners a lot on Missin Curfew, how important they are to team success. But they have by far been their best line. And I know they probably can't keep this pace up of scoring ups. But fuck, man, I'm telling you, night in, night out, they're making a difference.
And they're 500. They played Florida twice. Florida's kind of got their number right now.
Florida went in there, beat them. I was on the wrong side of this as well. But Florida went in there, no Barkey, which we're going to talk on, and no Matty Tkachuk. And Florida went in there, beat them in Boston on Monday, which I thought was, they just have their number, I guess.
So, I mean, but yeah, just a good way to start. You want to get those character guys involved. And, like I always say, because Richie, you and I, and Obes, you were one. When you chip in early, you get those guys a couple of goals early in the season, fuck, they just have way more fun. And they're the ones going out there and fighting for you and hitting for you and sacrificing their body. It's good when they chip in.
No, and they're built for playoffs, the Bruins. That's why I like them coming out of the East. But, I don't know, they're going to miss that Jake DeBrusk too, eh, Rich? They're going to miss that Jake DeBrusk in Boston.
They're going to miss that little bit of jam and skill he brings. But, I mean, they did make some good moves. I don't think they're, in my opinion, not going to be in the finals or anything like that, but they got a hell of a team. And I look at that backhand. That's a meaty backhand. I don't think there's anyone under 6'4" on that backhand.
That's why I loved it too. Just that size. I thought Lindholm, who you play with Lindholm in Calgary, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's, I don't want to say overrated. I thought last year for Vancouver, he did a hell of a job in the playoffs. I think there's better centermen out there, obviously, but I thought he'd come in and shore up their lacks of depth down the middle, and then that big back end. But watching them, and it's early, right, boys? We know, especially as veteran teams, I just don't know if their foot speed for right now is going to get them to where, your New Jersey Devils, man.
Yeah, they look good. Markey, I know. And Jake Allen got a shutout last night. I mean, that's a tandem they need. But they've always been missing goaltending. They gave away that Mackenzie Blackwood a couple of years ago. He went into San Jose and played good. But yeah, you're right.
How did they? I was texting with Frosty. They were over in Prague. Fuck, what a city.
Well, if they did anything like you and I did when we went to Prague.
I got traded because of that city. I was texting.
Did they trade anyone? I wonder, because
I don't know. That city, if that city gets traded.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, me and Bugsy alone fucking went out 10. I must have fell in love 3 times on that trip. I'm like, I'm bringing this one back with me. Hey, stuff her in the fucking plane, boys. Let's get her back. But they're beauties. I mean, Markey's good. I just think with Jersey too, boys. We're talking about the Bruins, how, in my opinion, they got size, but are they quick enough? Are the Devils built big enough up front? I love bringing in Stefan Nason and Paul Cotter. Those are 2 great pickups that play the right way and playoff guys. But Hughes, we're going to talk about Hughes as we move forward in the show, but they got to be every night.
Palat's is such a great gamer, right? You want him in the playoffs, you just got to get there.
Do they still have Tuna Tartar on their team too?
Tuna Tartar.
I thought I saw him.
I think he's out of the league, isn't he?
I don't know. I thought I saw number 90 playing for them, but maybe it's somebody else. No, right there, Thomas Tatar. He's playing with Nico Hischier and Dawson Mercer. Yeah, Tartar's still kicking.
That's actually a great line. You got one Newfie and one Swiss slasher.
Yeah, and to me, a guy, if we're talking about the Devils here, is Timo Meier. He's playing with Hughes and Jasper Bratt. That guy needs to play like he did for the Sharks. You know what I mean?
He hasn't been the same since he got that fucking knocked right out, right?
Yeah,
Who hit him? Oh my God!
Yeah, the Trouba.
He doesn't play with that same. He doesn't bring the puck to the net like he used to after that hit.
That hit changed the course of how kind of big and mean he was.
That was a hell of a hit. That was a hell of a hit.
The Trouba train.
You guys got any dogs of the week you want to fire in there?
I'm going to throw out Big Scott, because you should have seen the performance he had. Big Scott. It was the first time for anything, for everything. But man, he brought the heat. I needed him. And so Big Scott, you're my dog 4th liner of the week, big fella.
Richie, baby, throwing any dogs of the week out?
Well, yeah, I think we're going to talk about this guy later, but I got to say that Dylan Guenther, man. I mean, watching him play, I've watched him for the last few years, and I kind of always thought his skating might hold him back a little bit. But this guy's, he's got his boots going. He shoots the puck as good as any scorer in the league, I think. 5 goals to his first 4 games. And I think this kid has a chance to score 40, 50 goals in the next few years. This kid can shoot the puck. He's always in the soft area where he's open for pucks. He just got that release that you can't teach. So I think this kid's, I'm really happy for him. He's a good kid. And I'm just really like watching that team play in general.
Fuck, they're fun to watch. Take the over at the hockey club's playing too, eh? Holy fuck, they're just absolutely flying around out there.
Their first game at home, I took them, obviously I'm like, there's no way they lose this game. And they're up 3-1, 4-1, and they find a way to let was it the Chicago Blackhawks back in the game? I'm like, boys, we just play a little D here. Oh my God.
Mac Miller was like, I was yelling at TV. She's like, what's the problem? I'm like, do they not do D zone coverage anymore in training camp or what? There was just a fucking Chinese fire drill. I'm like, and then just stop in front of the net. Chase the guy in the corner.
I know, but could you imagine now in these games, thinking the way hockey is, you're up 4-1, everyone's got a couple cookies, and then you're like, do you change and play tight now, or do you just like say, screw it, let's just go and try to get 5 more? That's kind of the way all these kids play. Back in the day,
you got a taste of it near the end of your career.
Yeah.
You played 2 years ago, right? You've been like, you got a taste of this new NHL. Like, that's kind of how it is, huh?
Well, I mean, I always think it comes down to this. So I was like, to be honest, like, look at the teams that are always there in the end. They always play the same fucking way. Like, you can play this way during the regular season. It's all great and it's fun to watch and stuff, but you can't win that way. We all know that. You might sneak in the playoffs, but you're going to be out in the first round.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, boys. Enjoy your summer. Listen, this hockey club, though, I'll tell you what, Barrett Hayton, I told you this kid, I loved him from back when you were playing with him as a rookie. Kid's turned into a nice player.
Well, that's a kid I'm really happy for. He's a really nice kid. He's had a kind of a tough go the last couple of years. He hasn't really found his game. He had some injuries. Then, getting it like last year, he didn't get a point for the first 20 games of the season. Playing on the first line, that's tough on your confidence, tough on the team. And now he comes in and has a good first week, and I'm really happy for him. So he's a guy that, they need him to play well. They're a little, kind of weak up the middle. And he's a guy they need to play really well and be that number 1 or number 2 center for them to have a chance.
Yeah, listen, Logan Cooley, who I picked last year up to win the Rookie of the Year.
Man,
but he's flying.
I know.
That opening night, him coming through the neutral zone, like, give him a speeding ticket, slow down, bud. What is the fucking hurry? And by the way, I haven't had a chance to talk to either one of you beauties, but that whole opening night was, Ryan Smith, who has turned into a friend of the pod. We got to play golf with him at Gaza Uppy. Great guy. I thought the rink looked better than expected. The fans were awesome. Fuck, they sold $120,000 in booze, like in beers. If you're Richie, you played in Arizona, like, and so did you. You guys both played there. Like, these guys, after being in the Mullet and playing in Glendale with no fans, like, how good is it got to feel to come out that opening night and fucking have a full barn, even though it's a little bit of a basketball barn? But I felt so happy for those kids, man.
Yeah, I think all those guys were a little bittersweet when it first happened, but now I'm sure when they're there and talking to talking to Kels, they're so excited. It's the first time that for most of these kids they've actually been played in a real NHL city with a real NHL owner, and they actually get to feel that for once. Yeah. So I'm really happy for him. You can tell that Ryan Smith's going to do everything first class, and and the team's building in the right direction. I think they got a really good thing going.
It was so cool. Sorry, it was so cool to see like the way they integrated the fans into like their new, their new like mission, right? To make like hockey and sports cool. And he, like, Smith stood up and was like, I'm going to have hockey rinks in every community in Utah, and I'm going to push like every city to have a rink. And if you can't build one, I will help you. Like, that's the most insane thing for an owner to just step up and do. Obviously writing a check, but then bringing like it to youth hockey and that be your mission is incredible. Him and his wife Ashley, like they were great on ESPN. They had a great segment with Mess and with Stevie Levy.
I thought PK asked a couple questionable questions.
He always
was like,
does.
but that's, you kind of looked at him like, what the fuck are you saying, bro?
But that's okay. But you're right. For a basketball rink, like in 12,000 people, that's got to be the best experience those guys have had at a home game in 5 years.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, since I played there.
Even in Glendale,
it wasn't
it wasn't great.
Yeah.
It was a snooze fest in there. Don't be like in Glendale. Snooze fest.
Well, I'm just trying to be a little positive here. What?
Well, you don't have to be.
I'm really happy for those guys.
Are you on the group trying to bring the team back to fucking? Are you
you never know. You never know.
That group fell apart already. I think they gave that up.
Just like, hey boys, let's move on here. I'm going to bring the club back in 5 years. I've got some jobs for you boys. Let's not ruin it here on day one of Missin Curfew, fella. I will say this though. You got a young, cool owner, Rich, with deep pockets.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's it. It's not going to be hard to get guys to come play in Salt Lake, right?
Great coach.
Yeah.
Rumor is going, unfortunately, that he's such a great coach, and there's still a little rebuilding, right? But that, like, when our boy Coop is a free agent, that there might be a little. You set this team up to Coop, and then Coop comes in, and who knows? But
we don't know what's talked about on the back. We don't know what's talked about on the back nine at Gaza Ranch. We don't know what's talked about on the back nine. But
I know we had a lot of drinking.
Listen, Clayton Keller, who by the way, you talk about Dylan Gauthier. I'm an old crusty Guenther. Sorry, I'm an old crusty defenseman. When he got his deal after playing 45 games in the league, I was like, let's settle down a bit here, eh? Like, the guy's played 45 games, but that release, you can't teach that. And, I was talking to another group text with the boys, like, he's got a little bit of a loophole release. Like, he just gets it, and it's off his stick before he knows it. And, Richie, you made a great point. You can find that little hunting goal, and he knows where to go, and it's no problem.
Yeah, I would just enjoy watching how he sees the game, and, like, watching him progress over the last couple of years. It takes a second as a scorer to find your confidence in the league. But I mean, I looked at his. He's played 82 games in the league, and he's got 29 goals.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good for a freaking 22-year-old kid or 21-year-old kid, whatever he is. I think the kid's gonna have 30 this year. I think I think Swishy called it and said that, but this kid is just too good.
No, Swishy called more than that. Swishy called like
40, 45. But listen, good Edmonton boy, and you're right. Playing with Kells or Cooley.
I'm going to get his name right.
You need to have a guy that's like so flashy that everyone's drawn to that guy doing all the stick handles over here. And then when he gets open, it's like on a stick, it's on the net, and it's buried. I mean,
Kells
those pucks,
has it on a string right now.
Yeah.
And that C looks good on them. Though I love their unis. I love the hockey club. I got to get a tarp. But yeah, they're fun to watch. Can they defend moving forward, right? Can they defend? Because right now it's Swiss cheese out there. Like, it is. But they're fun to watch. They're good for the game. It's exciting. So, DraftKings, baby, presented by DraftKings. Stay tuned because you hear more about DraftKings and all it has to offer throughout the show. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Fellas, NFL Week 6, Updogg, Richie, babe. I've been giving out picks. I'm 4-2 on my picks. I picked one game a weekend for them. I'm 4-2. I took the Lions. It was the biggest lock in the history of locks. And I don't know if you guys, I was watching Pat McAfee this morning, and Jerry Jones, he's going on these Dallas radio stations, like, threatening people to fire them because they're asking them questions. I'm like, Jerry, you can't just fire people because they're asking why your team sucks. But have you guys been ticklish in football? And if so, who's been good to you?
Listen, yeah, you're right. You're talking about Josh Allen. Thank God last night, coming into Monday night, I needed you to pull off a victory. You did. My fantasy took it in the chin because, I had Mac L. I was playing Mac L in fantasy, and it's okay to talk fantasy, right? Because you're kicking our ass and everyone. I had Mac L up 0.5. All he had left was Buffalo's D, and that last interception Aaron Rodgers threw fucking got him over the edge. But anyway, I'll take the win on the Buffalo Bills. But
tough game to bet. It was a tough game to bet because it felt to me like,
new coach for the Jets.
Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers. They had the throwback unis on. I'm like, this. I just wasn't touching it.
Good thing they couldn't kick field goals.
And that holding call. By the way, I was flipping back and forth from
how
hockey.
How bad was that?
The reffing was so bad. Boys. What's with all the fuck? That guy should be fired.
Fired.
Yeah, like
this
easy,
is not
buddy.
about you.
No,
fuck off. In the fourth quarter, when it's back and forth like that.
Yeah, brutal.
Those guys are kicking each other in the nuts.
Even the holding call, like on Trey Smith, the holding call. Yeah, I still think the guy was getting in no matter what. Like it was so far away from the running back to take it in. Like he got him a little hold, but to call that back on them, and then what's the kicker's name? Missed two of them. That stings. They should have won that football game. I mean, they did have a Hail Mary at the end of the first half, and by the way, that Aaron Rodgers, he's the king of that Hail Mary, huh, Rich?
I think that was his fourth one. Like he's got 4 of them in his career, something like that. It's the most ever, I think they said last night on the broadcast. It's just incredible how he can, he's one of those guys that just can find it. And I mean, I don't know if you heard, I'm sure you heard today, Devontae Adams joining him. So it's, about to get a little better.
If you want to talk fantasy though, me and Loops, this Lupo guy, I was trying to make a trade with him for a month. I go, hey, the only time I've been ghosted this bad was when I was trying to bang girls in Hollywood and they wouldn't text me back, all right? Like, how about just a counter offer or whatever? And I was trying to make a mini blockbuster with him, right? Like, I wanted Pitt. The two main guys were Pitts, and I wanted Rashid Rice before he blew out his ACL. But I wanted to make it like a 3-for-3. Like, let's make a splash. Let's just 1-for-1. I send him, Rashid Rice gets hurt, so now I say, listen, I'll take Amari Cooper, thinking I hope he gets traded. So I put that trade out, Pitts for Amari Cooper. 2 seconds, bang, right back to accept it. I'm like, for this last month, I've been trying to just negotiate with you. And I negotiated with him that weekend when we were either golfing or drinking or whatever. 1 second, he got back. So, but thank God Amari Cooper just got traded to Buffalo.
So you're good. Yeah,
I'm back.
You're still, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I was hoping he was going to get traded. Because
who owns Washington? Who owns Deshaun? Who owns Devontae on our spot?
Not sure. But he's a lot happier. Although.
Yeah, they had a great thing on McAfee today where they were talking to Aaron Rodgers and he's like, they're like, when are we going to see, Devontae? And he's like, and he brings him into the clip and he's there and he's got his football. Yeah, it's pretty badass. Yeah, it's cool.
No way.
He's already, I bet she was there last night.
This Aaron Rodgers just gets guys fired, then gets guys traded in. Like, how nice must that be? Like, that's got to feel good. Okay, listen, I want this coach out, and I want my best buddy from Las Vegas in. If you don't make that happen, then
their stats together are absolutely absurd.
But you think Rodgers still has it left, Richie, even with Devontae coming in? I mean,
what are they, 2-4 now? So you got to think you got to win 8 of 11 games to even have a sniff, probably, your next 2, whatever. So the odds are probably not in their favor, but I mean, he's watching him play football last night. This guy's the best passer still is, just slings the ball in there.
No, he does sling it. It's
unbelievable. This thing doesn't just a perfect spiral every time. He puts it in any pocket he wants to. It's pretty impressive.
He's moving like me out there, though. If that's the thing.
No, he doesn't move great.
No, he's not moving great. And as the season wears on, and I hope I'm wrong because I love watching him sling it, but
he's got a bad ankle, but his
ankle's fucked, his Achilles, his knee.
They should have won that game last night, I think.
They should have won that game.
And then he's what? Then they're 3-3. Like, he should have won the game last night, I think.
I also took Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos because I got them in the over on the season. They fucking got. I mean, Justin Herbert just came and started slinging it around. I don't know what I was thinking there, but I was pretty quiet this week. Only 2 bets for me, boys. I'm kind of on tilt from hockey. And speaking about bets, and we're going to get into more of it, on the milk carton here. But can someone tell the fucking Edmonton Oilers and the Colorado Avalanche at the season started here? Because I'm getting absolutely rinsed on them. I want to ask you guys, what's harder to bet early on, football or hockey? Like, because you never know.
100% hockey, but I'm at the Sphere, and I'm in the same boat as you. I got the Oilers lose their first game. I'm like, there's no way they're going to lose to the Hawks. And I'm in there, and I got 2 guys from Edmonton there, Jesse and Brett Kissel, right? And they're there, and I'm like, I'm not looking at the game. I saw that Hawks scored first. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to the Eagles show, and I'm enjoying myself. Then we all jump in the Sprinter van to go back to the hotel, and I'm like, Kissel, what's the score of the Oilers game? And he's like, they got their asses kicked. And I'm just like, that's hockey. Why would I not hammer the Hawks at plus 350? Like, that's where you make money. That's where you're going to make money, especially when an Oilers team is trying to work out their kinks from a shit kicking in game 1. Now they can't score.
But if I was going to say to you, and God forbid this never happens, but I said, Upshaw, your kids are kidnapped. The other night, you have to bet a team to win. It has nothing to do with money. Who's going to win this hockey game?
Yeah, but
you don't get your kids back. You're gonna pick the Edmonton Oilers because they're a fucking superior team.
I know, but
the Big Rig, God bless him, is playing 15 a night right now for the Blackhawks.
But all I say is when these lines are like that, I can't lay. I took the puck line, thank God.
Oh yeah,
did you?
No.
Oh
fuck no. Fuck no. I don't take puck lines.
I don't either, but thankfully I did there.
But I think you're onto something early in the season. If you want to take the heavy underdogs, that's probably a smart idea.
Good bet.
But I will say this, and as the season moves on, and with 20 games left in the season, there will be some games you will look at that they'll be minus 400, Rich. But it will be like last year, Edmonton, San Jose coming into Edmonton.
Well, I mean, even tonight, I'm going to bet them tonight. They play at home against the Flyers. They're 0-3. They got to win that game tonight.
That's what I'm betting them too. But fucking John Torts, I know you love Torts as much as I love Torts, and it just worries me that the Flyers are going to come out. They're going to fucking grind. They're going to fucking find a way to get a greasy one. It'll be 2-0. But I'm with you. I'm going to hammer the Oilers again.
I'm going to hammer it. If they lose, I'll fucking double it, and I'll win it next game.
That's my man. I am so far up against it right now, though, Rich. But
Richie, thank God you were a scout. You were a scout last year because that's exactly what I did for the first 12 games of the season, and that one in San Jose crippled me.
I was at that game.
Oh, boys.
I was at home with cold sweats, just like, oh my God, why did I do this? Thinking about my kids' college. I'm like, oh my God.
I know that it's a slippery slope, but I mean,
it is a slip. But this won't surprise you guys. But like, I'm in the exact same position I put myself in last year, the exact dollar amount.
So you know how to get out of it.
Yeah. You pay your bookie and then you keep fucking going. You're ready to check for Alex Amount and say, hey, I want 30% off, or I'm fucking taking my business elsewhere, and then you just keep on trucking. You just keep on. I don't have any kids right now I got to worry about. I just got to make sure Mac Miller gets a couple fucking steaks. Hey, she likes that beef from Wichita. And as long as I can get the ribeye on the fucking table for her, I'm all right. But DraftKings, baby, get some skin in the game. Get this guy Labatt Blue, presented by Labatt Blue Light, the pristine Pilsner. Enjoy your beers together so you can live life to the power of we. Always enjoy responsible beer. Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York.
Oh, tasty. That's tasty.
When I talk about Buffalo, I talk about our trip to Scott Bradley's wedding. What a time we had on old Chippewa Street. And then I met the old poor girl Scarlett Johansson there. And I'll never remember the text that I thought I was texting you. I can't even say on this podcast what I texted her, but I was trying to text Richie something. And as soon as I let the text go, she was sitting on my couch, just went, bing.
Okay.
And I went, no. And she's like, oh, what's this? I'm like, oh, nothing. I was just trying to send it to my buddy. And then she read it.
Just joking.
I was like, oh, God. Oh, yeah. Let's just say it had something to do with frozen peas. Let's just say that, boys. So, but Richie, I love Chippewa Street. Labatt Blue is still great to us. I'll start dishing out, boys. Bear with me here. I'm dishing. I got a lot of them on ice right here. I'm fucking dishing them to everyone. So, shout out to Travis Green. Greener, his first win as an Ottawa Senators coach. Happy for him. He had lost Allmark between the pipes, which will help him this year. But I was just so happy for Travis Green. And Ottawa's a team, boys, that, Richie, I want to talk to you. They played the Kings last night. I want to talk to my girl teammate Darcy Kemper. They won 8-7. A team I think can be a playoff team. I picked it to be a playoff team, but they still got to learn how to defend a little bit better. Allmark's going to help, but they still got to help to defend a little bit better.
Yeah, and locking him up, I think he had a great camp. And that's something, again, I think we spoke about New Jersey not having a goalie. Ottawa never really had, Craig Anderson was great, but he's old as
Craig Anderson played forever because they couldn't find another goalie.
Exactly. So now they have a Tendy who's locked up. I hope he brought his fucking moccasins and his fucking Canada Goose jacket. But listen, with Greener in there, you got Mike Yeo. They're playing good hockey, and Brady Tkachuk gets one up on his brother to start the season off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch him in Vegas in a couple weeks. How about this, boys? How would this be for a Friday night game? Puck drop in Vegas at 3:00. Imagine if you were playing at 3:00 in Vegas and you were staying. I'm sure they're probably leaving after the game, but all I thought about was a 3:00 puck drop on a Friday night in Vegas. You're at dinner by 8. You're at fucking Excess by 10, and you're at the Rhino by 2. Eh?
That sounds like a good rookie party night, doesn't it?
That sounds like a great rookie party
Florida
night.
Vegas or Ottawa Vegas?
Ottawa Vegas in a couple weeks. They play a Friday afternoon 3:00 game. Richie, you could be absolutely right. That has rookie party.
That might be the rookie party night right there.
That has it written all over. I might have to text Brady and see if it is. Hey, maybe just invite myself to the rookie party. Hey, boys. Speaking of rookies, way to team me up, Rich, right in this. Macklin, as Swiss calls him, Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini. I watched this game the other night. First thing I thought was, fuck, the old Shark Tank doesn't have quite as much bite as it used to going in there. But this kid, 1 goal, second fastest goal by the first overall pick. The only guy that beat him was Mario. Mario scored in his first shift, a minute and a half in. Celebrini scored. Listen, I love the spinorama. Was lucky off the skate. Love the spinorama. But fellas, this guy has the jump. I've been hard on Bedard, Richie. Uppy knows this, but I've been hard on Bedard over his rookie season and into early part into his second season here. But this Macklin Celebrini, I don't know if it's because he's a left shot, but he has jumped to me, Rich, that I don't think Bedard has. Bedard maybe has a better release or doesn't have a better release, but I love this kid's jump, Rich. He can play the game. He's not old enough to drink, but get this guy Labatt Blue.
Yeah, I'm with you on this kid. I watched him at the rookie party. I went to LA and watched the rookie tournament play, and this kid, it was head and shoulders above everyone else. Just his jump, how much he has the puck. This cat has the puck the whole game. I know those are when he was playing against kids, and I haven't got to see him in the NHL yet, but I mean, I'm not surprised by his jump. I don't know if you know his story about his old man. His old man used to work for the Canucks when I was there, and he owns one of the sickest training facilities you've ever seen. It's right outside of Vancouver and Burnaby. He hosted the Toronto Raptors. You can sleep there. They have all these little, it's state of the art like you've never seen, and his kid's been training there since he was 6 years old.
And he works his old man works for the Golden State Warriors now, right?
Yeah, he's like he's their therapist or trainer.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, he's
their head
he's like their guy that orchestrates all their training protocols, and if a guy gets hurt, he's rehabbing them all.
Oh, so he's not like their fitness guy. He's like their rehab guy.
He's already head of rehab or whatever.
Head of rehab.
Yeah, I went to rehab, hurt my nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, listen, whatever he fucking put in his kid's Cheerios, it fucking worked because this guy can absolutely buzz. It's the jump ups. It's the jump he has in his legs that even when I watch Bedard play, I can't believe everyone's playing like, shut up, Obes, the kid's going to be a star. But I watched him play his first couple games. I watched him play against the Utah Hockey Club where he got 2 assists, but literally was invincible. Watching this kid, it's only 1 game. He got hurt. He's out right now with a lower body injury. But it's that jump that you see, that you saw from McKinnon when he first came in the league. You saw from McDavid. You saw from Sid back in our day when he came in. Like Macklin Celebrini has that jump. And to me, I mean, this guy was a scout, but as a scout, it's like, fuck, that's what you need in the NHL. You got to have that jump.
Yeah, I think he looks a little bit like this, like a smaller, skinnier version of Vladimir Tarasenko, how he kind of has the puck on his stick. Like it's kind of like he's on his inside edges a lot. It's a form that I could never play like that, but It's great to watch.
Well,
and
you did some things he couldn't do either, eh? You
but
did some
by the
things he couldn't do.
Princey posting the picture of those boys jumping out home opener with their helmets off.
Oh.
That Will Smith's got a fucking set of hair on him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the fact that they're technically never allowed to go no bucket ever again, it's a joke.
When you got hair like that and you're 18 years old.
We've talked about that. I think they're not going to listen to us, obviously, but
That's awful.
it's awful, eh, Rich?
Awful.
It's fucking awful.
It's a sad day, isn't it?
It's a sad day. But listen, Celebrini, I think the Shark Tank will have a lot more bite to it in a couple of years. He looks, and that Ty Smith kid, they both look like they're 13 years old, though. Like, I mean, we're 41 now, like you said, but I'm watching these kids, and I'm like, fuck, they look young out there. But they got lots of potential. Going to the other end of the spectrum, boys, bear with me here. I'm dishing out blue lights like it's going out of style here. Our former teammate, Richie, Alex, the Eagle Edler, forever a Canuck, signed the old one-day contract, went out there like Bieksa, put on the gear, went out and skated around. So, Eddie, get yourself a Labatt Blue fella. One of my favorite teammates. I'll never forget the time, though. I get to Vancouver. We're all both staying at that Sutton Place Hotel, Richie. And the door guy, the valet guy's like, I was like asking him, like, hey, well, what's going on? Where's the guy go around here? But I like you, where should I go? And he's like, oh, well, you should ask Mr. Edler. He goes out all the time. And I was like, fuck, he does he? So the next day at the rink, I said, hey, fella, you go out? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you want to go tonight? Yeah. So anyways, my first probably a week in there, I went out with Edler a lot, like maybe every night. And I never forget, I come in one day for practice, probably most of you did a little fucking late. And there's a 23 on the board with like 3 exclamation points that says 23, please see Mike Gillis. And I'm like, oh, fuck, hey, geez, that's not good. So Eddie comes back down. I'm like, what do you say? He's like, basically told me, like, if I straighten it out here, I can be a Canuck for the next 15 years of my life and be here forever and be part of the community. If I don't, I could be out of the league. Well, he took that to heart because I think he got a girlfriend either the next day or 2 days later. Fucking never went out ever again. Played there for fucking 15, 10 years, whatever it was, and now is probably going to go up in the Ring of Honor one day. So, Mike, your message got through to him. But Alex Edler, you played with him in Vancouver, right, Rich?
I did, yeah, a couple of years, yeah.
Just a great teammate.
Great teammate.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. I just saw this the other day. He leads all defense in Canucks history in scoring.
Yeah, he beat Matthias Olin, right?
I know. Yeah. I never knew. I saw that the other day. I'm like, holy fuck! What? He had a 15-year run there, but I mean, that's insane.
Yeah,
good for him.
Actually, I saw a bunch of the videos, and Matthias Olin was, another great Swedish teammate, and we're not getting any younger. But I saw Oli, and I was like, wow, Oli's, he's probably 50-something years old now. I'm like, wow, that'll be us in 10 years. But he was an absolute beast too. Took Eddie the Eagle under his wing. So I thought it was a great move by the Canucks, right where he deserves. And last but not least for me, boys, Brad Marchand, get yourself a Labatt Blue fella. I saw this podcast a couple weeks ago when Sam Bennett ran the fucking goaltender and nobody did anything in a 5-2 game in Florida. I said, that was your chance to get him. Like, somebody should just drop their gloves and beat the fucking bag off him. Well, Brad Marchand on Monday tried to fight everybody on the Florida Panthers. He got 2 fights. Pasternak got absolutely drilled by AJ Greer in the corner. Pavel Zacha fought him. But Brad Marchand tried to get in 2 fights. Marshy, that's why I picked you guys to win the fucking East to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. Get yourself a Labatt Blue fella. I love it when the captain sticks up like that, Rich. And I thought he deserves a blue light, my man.
I'm with you there, buddy. I watched that game. It was great. I love, it's funny, the smallest guy on the team's going to pick all the fights. I love it. He's a gamer, that's for sure.
Yeah, I do, buddy. I got it written down. Listen, Jonathan Huberdeau, although you cost me huge in the game against Vancouver to start the season off because you scored a beautiful tying goal late in the game. So listen, Friday night too, home opener, 4 points against the Flyers. It was just, it was a big game for the boys. But yeah, Hubie must have had a good summer.
Must have had a great summer. And I had Tyson Barrie on last week, and Bears, I was like, everyone's up against you, Bears. Like, what's going on? What's the mentality in that dressing room? It's like, fuck, it's kind of us against the world right now. And it's only a 3-game sample size, and it must have been the scouting that Richardson did last year for the team. But for Hubie to get off a good start, I just thought that was huge for him. You know what I mean? Like, he's been through a lot. We all know that. Yeah. So, hey, listen, if the Calgary Flames prove me wrong, boys, I'll be one of the happiest guys ever. So
Weegsy Baby's had a nice little start.
Yeah, Weegsy Baby.
Yeah, I mean, for the Weegsy Baby.
Nazem Kadri, they got some talent, man. I mean, and you know how it is, boys. You got to get the boys.
They definitely have some talent. I don't think the goal is to win the cup this year. I got to be honest. I think if you're for the Calgary Flames, probably right now, you're probably going, we need a top 5 pick to get a number 1 centerman. But
well, that's the thing. Like I said before the season started, like I go, hey, I love Connie. Yeah. I would not that you're ever going to try to lose in the NHL, but like, fuck. Like, that's what you want. You want a top 5 pick. You don't want to go picking 10th again or whatever it is. Like,
yeah. I mean, if you look at every team in the last 15 years, I mean, I think they've all drafted they have number 1 centers. They've drafted them most likely. I mean, that's kind of the key to any franchise. Get a number 1 centerman, get a number 1D, and then you go from there. So, I mean, if you look at Calgary's lineup, that's one thing they're missing. So,
yeah,
I love the start. They're going to be dogs all year. They're going to fight. You know, they got some heart, and happy for them. I just don't, I think this team needs to have one of those down years where they can try to grab one of those players.
Yeah, and the guy that, is obviously I think I get traded is Rasmus Anderson. That'll be a guy that you can get a nice high pick for too, so maybe we'll see how that plays out. But hey, they're playing hard, good for them, and they're costing everybody here at Missin Curfew money, aren't they? I bet against them all 3 games, so fuck you, Weegsy, you're costing me, fella. It's milk carton time here at Missin Curfew, boys. Right back to the captain of the Boston Bruins, Brad Marchand. So I get it, boys. I've had this penalty happen to me a lot. Not a lot, but you flip it out of your D zone, it's a penalty. I'm watching the game the other night. Brad Marchand gets the biscuit, brings it over the blue line in the offensive zone, it flips over the glass, and the guy fucking rings him up for a penalty. Now, you guys played in the league longer than me. Is that a fucking penalty? Like,
I mean, is a ref's discretion. I think.
Holy
Kyle,
yeah,
you're a rule guy. If it's a ref's discretion and you do it absolutely because you're pissed off at the ref, I think he can give you one. But if you have an argument like "fuck you, buddy," I was just trying to rip it off the glass. I'm not in my own zone. It's like intentional grounding when you're out of the pocket and you're doing it because you just kind of fucking pissed at the ref, so you throw it at the ref.
Yeah, and the best part about it is I was like, oh, fuck, smart play, Marshy, and then the bench is giving it to him. The bench, who's he playing? Was he playing Florida? No. Doesn't matter, I can't remember. And the bench is giving it to him. He points to his head like, fucking, smart, boys? Goes to the bench, sits down, and then they're like, hey, Marchand, he's like, are you fucking kidding me? And he just
but he didn't hide it at all. He made that look like it was so intentional.
Yeah, so that's why. See,
it's Rule 10.11. Puck out of bounds or unplayable. It says there's 2 points here, A, B, C, but B says a minor penalty shall be assessed to any player who delays the game by deliberately shooting, batting, or throwing the puck outside the playing surface. And it says nothing about which zone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that used to be the rule back in the day. If it looked intentional, they could fire you.
Yeah, it did look intentional.
Yeah, and it looked intentional. There was no hiding that one.
Attaboy, Kyle.
It's like when you fire the quarterback just hits the mascot right in the head with the ball.
Yeah.
What was it, Varsity Blues? Or no, that was in.
That's the Varsity Blues. It hits him in the nose.
Yeah.
It's time play, clock play. Yeah. Fucking Joe's the guy right in the fucking. But listen, does this not? If you're the ref, I'd like to know who the ref was, Kyle. If you can look up the refs, that'd be even huge for a buddy. You're on your game today, eh? It's fucking Brad Marchand. Yeah, Richie, you're 100% right. It was, I wouldn't say it was blatantly, but you could tell what he was trying to do, right? He didn't even fake a shot. He just kind of took it and flipped it over the glass.
When he crosses the blue line, I've never seen him try to flip it out of play. He's always trying to cut back or fucking make a play. I don't see him throwing it out of the building too often.
No, I haven't seen it. I actually haven't seen it. I don't think in a long time.
He was fucking gassed, and the boys were changing.
Just throw her in deep and make it get a change.
No, that's what he should have done.
Get a shot on net, maybe. Yeah,
something.
I think he was worried about putting it on net though, and then the goalie kicking her out. And next thing you know, she's going back the other way, and you're gassed. You're back checking, fuck, I gotta grab my guy. But I'm like, ref, it's Brad Marchand, although he probably doesn't have the best reputation in the league, but he's a veteran captain of the Boston Bruins. Just, I don't know, let it slide. I don't know. I didn't like it.
Come on, he's trying to fight everybody here. He's sticking up for his team. He's a good guy.
Yeah, Rich, you'll notice, whoever I got my money on, I always stick up for too, right? I got the Bruins, so. Marshy, shake it off. Milk carton, I'm sticking with Alexander Georgiev. I'm no goalie coach, but man, he's swimming, he's diving, he's all over the fucking map. He's given up, I don't even know how many goals, 15 or 16 goals in 3 games. I'm hoping this is a milk carton bump, boys. I need this guy to find his game. I still believe in the Avalanche, although it's getting really hard right now, too, with the new guys they got and no Landy, no Big Val. But Georgiev, you're on the milk carton, fella. I need you to play better. Stop fucking swimming and just, I don't know, be better. And right now, he is playing awful. The whole team's playing awful. But he is our biggest concern. So I'm hoping this is the Missin Curfew bump. And then, Richie, you got a little milk carton material, fella?
Yeah, and this is the guy that, I don't want to, he's too talented to be playing, this poorly right now is Jack Hughes. I mean, this kid's going to shake it off and probably end up with 90 points. But for the first, 5 games, he's been kind of a dog out there. Hasn't done much, looked kind of disinterested at times, and just kind of getting push off the puck easily. And, obviously there could be an injury, something going on behind the scenes, but this guy's too good to be playing like that. So, I'm looking forward to seeing him get out of this and get a little bump from me chirping him here.
Yeah, a little milk about.
Yeah, we love Hughesy, so that's a good little bumpski.
I'm with. You've always loved Jack Hughes, and I love him as a person, and I love the swag he does bring on the ice. But to me, injuries, right? Can he stay healthy? And I'm with Richie, compete night in and night out, bring it, kid. I can get it when I watch him play and things are going well for him, which most nights they are because he has that much skill. It's when things aren't going as well that I don't see him trying to find a way to work his way out of it at times. And injuries has been his biggest problem. But his team, I think having Markey back there, and they're going to be so good that maybe he'll get going here. And he's coming off an injury last year, right? He had surgery and missed the whole fucking last part of the season. So maybe we'll give him some time to go on. Richie, just try to get him going here.
Yeah, and I think 2 years ago, buddy, he was so flashy and so good that like he has brilliance of playing like deep into a season, Obi, and chasing like a McDavid for a heart, caliber year.
Yeah, and the thing is too, this guy's still a young player trying to figure it out how to play through injuries, how to be that guy. It's not an easy league, and confidence and injuries, and you're not feeling good. I mean, that could be it. And this guy's too talented, like you just said, to not come out of this. But he's a guy when he's on, he's as good as it gets.
He's nasty, he's slick. You can find those little areas and just gets in. You're like, oh, he's not going to get in the zone here. He gets in. Another thing we got to maybe cut him some slack, boys. He could be jet lagged, eh? Prague, you're a little jet lagged.
Totally.
If he had a time half as hard as Bugsy Malone and myself did, it'll take him to Thanksgiving till he gets his legs back. So maybe
he piled in a couple Czechoslovakian models on the way home.
Hey, Husey, you forgot your legs in Prague. Yeah, it fucking happens, but it happens. But Richie, I like that. Keep him honest. We love you here, Jack Hughes. Putting a guy on the milk cart, unfortunately, here is Alexander Barkov.
Speaking of legs,
love Barky. Saw this play happen in Ottawa. Lost his stick, breaks at the blue line. They had their empty net. Their goalie pulled 6-on-5. His stick breaks, and he's trying to do the right thing. And I'm watching this game going, just stop skating, Barky. It's the second game of the season. You're the champs. But obviously, hockey players aren't built like that, and that's why he is a Stanley Cup champ. And he fucking skates as hard as he can all the way back with this guy with no twig. Goes into the boards. He's out 2 to 3 weeks. He's lucky it wasn't fucking 4 to 6 months. Like, I was like, oh my God, did he just break his ankle? So, Barky, rest up. Get better, buddy. But Updogg, that was a play where if I'm Paul Maurice, I'm yelling from the bench, stop skating, just let him fuck. What's the second game of the season?
From a guy that had done a lot of dumb things on the ice, that's one where you're like, but you got no stick.
Yeah.
You got no stick. And
or haul him down.
Yeah, it's game one. You got or game two. We got a long season. And you're right. Like, you're too valuable. Yeah. And those boards don't move very much. And when you go in with another big boy like that, if it's not your ankle, it's your neck or your back. And God's, we're lucky that Barky's only out 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, so exactly.
Get back out there, Barky.
And then last but not least, for the milk cart here, Richie, I want to talk about one of your former teammates, Darcy Kempfer. Gave up 8 goals, so I guess I'm throwing him on the milk carton. But listen, he won a Stanley Cup in Colorado. I remember him playing with you in Phoenix, or in LA, or both.
Just in Phoenix, yeah.
I mean, the guy used to stand in his head.
I ran into him a few weeks ago in LA. We had a couple beers together. This guy's an awesome guy. To me, I watched that game the other day when he gave up fucking 7 or whatever goals or 8 goals, whatever it was. But that was a team total collapse in defense to me, to be honest. I mean, all the goals weren't great. I'm sure he'd say that, but he needs to be better. But I think that the biggest thing is Drew Doughty back there. Drew's out. These guys are playing minutes they're not supposed to be playing. They got some young D back there that are kind of a little bit lost. Brant Clark and Jordan Spence. These guys are more offensive players and are playing minutes that probably aren't used to playing. So I think that's a big factor. And I think I like the move when they made for Darcy, and I think he's going to bounce back. And that team's a great team, so they will. But he does need to be better. But I think that whole defense and the whole team needs to be better.
He keeps that up. He'll be playing that alumni game with us in Aspen.
Yeah.
I was watching with my dad. It's like there was not a save or there was not like a stick on puck, or it was just bring the puck to the net, free for all, and shoot it and score.
And you're right about obviously the Doughty injuries, but like I said, I watched Kempfer and I've heard nothing but great things about him. I'm sure he's a great guy. It's nothing personal. I watched him play in Colorado. They won the cup despite him almost. Like, there were some nights where I was like, just don't fuck this up for me here. And then I watched him go to Washington. And it kind of went how I thought ups. Like, I'm like, this is, and then Blakey makes a great trade. I think getting Pierre-Luc Dubois back into Washington and getting Darcy Kempfer back to where he's comfortable. Richie's right about the Drew Doughty injury. I'm with you. When I watch Brent Clark play, his boots to me have a little O'Brien-esque to them. They're a little fucking slow at times, are they not? Like, I'm like, fella, get the boots going.
Yeah, that's just always one knock I would have him. This kid's elite. He has elite sense. He can find people. He moves well. He moves well in the offensive zone. His boots seem to get worse in the defensive zone because he's always looking to go the other way. So, he's a young defenseman and needs to learn how to do this. And maybe this is some growing pains. If Drew being out, maybe this kid will learn a little defensive game. But he does. That's one thing I would say if there's a knock on this kid is his boots and his defensive play.
Yeah. So, hey, listen, what do you think of the old Kings uniforms, though? The old throwback 90s. They're nice, eh? I like those.
They're my favorite.
Yeah.
Those unreal. Are nice.
Now we just need the Canucks to go back to the old gold and black all season long.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah.
I heard a rumor
It's
they were
so
going
good.
to. I turned on the first game and they got the blue and fucking greens on.
It's sort of the Instagram. They throw rumors around all the time. I believe everything I see on there.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Hey,
not
Richie,
good.
we went up last year for the playoffs, buddy, in Vancouver. It was just bonkers, bud. It was, what a city, huh?
How great is it, eh?
Oh, that city is unbelievable. And it's a lot more fun when you're up there. You don't have to worry about playing. You just go and get fucking, just go and get pinned, show up whenever you want. It's pretty good. So, milk carton, trying to get some guys going. It's nothing personal. Missing curfew, boys. Just trying to get you going.
Boys, I got your ref. You want him?
Yeah, I do.
The head ref that game was Wes McCauley.
Fuck Wes. Come on, man.
But the guy who made the call, Michael McCorvick.
Who?
Michael Markovic.
Never heard of him. Anyway, you ever, Rich, you were just in the league.
He's just
Ever heard
trying
of
to
that
make
guy?
a name for himself. Eh?
What's his name?
Michael, what was it?
Markovic.
Markovic.
He's on the carton.
Oh, he sounds new.
Yeah, that has, no, it, boys.
It has to be West.
Listen, Ops, when you go back and look at it, like, it had just a feel of what I can only assume is a fucking rookie or first or second year ref trying to stick it to Marchand. Because Marshy went by the bench and was pointing like, smart, hey, boy's fucking smart. And then all of a sudden...
Well, he was probably fucking chirping the ref too, but all game,
No,
how he
yeah,
is.
for sure. No, I know.
And the ref's like, actually, dude, it's penalty.
Actually,
you're going to the box.
Yeah, it was a 2-minute minor too, like not even a 10, just 2-minute minor late in the game. It's like, holy fuck.
What was Monty saying? He probably's like, yeah, that's
Monty's like, God, I wish I could drink. Gotta play. We go play like that. He's like, God, I wish I could have a cocktail after this game. Marshy, what the fuck are you doing, man? Just put it on he couldn't put it on his skates and just kept her moving or something, eh? I was like, I kind of, not gonna lie, boys, I was kind of probably half baked on my couch or whatever, and I was like, pretty smart play there. Just get her over. Can't get a penalty in your offensive zone, and then there he goes off the bench. So, boys, take it easy on the veteran guys out there, refs. By the way, I saw some shitty non-calls last night and some... I could go to the Instagram all night, but I'm not going to be that guy, right?
There's lots of time to do it. Lots of time.
Nobody wants to hear me complain about the refs. But what they do want to hear about is presented by Jägermeister. Best served at 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Damn, that's cold. Check Jägermeister out. www.DraftKingsXJägermeister.com. Richie, baby, this is the Jäger Iciest Shot of the night. Updogg,
fella.
back. We got to send you some of this, bud. We'll send you some. Cheers, fella.
My man.
Damn, that's cold. Updogg, Jäger Iciest Shot of the night. Ricard Raquel playing at the Bell Center. A kid that, since he's gone to Pittsburgh, I don't think he's been as good as they had hoped. But listen, Michael Bunting doing his thing in the corner. You look like you just want to cross-check him. Behind the net to Malkin. Malkin kind of sucks in the defenseman, slides it right through, and Raquel goes, boom, short side titty. Damn, that's cold. That's the Jäger Iciest Shot of the night, fella. Around the National League here. Bettman wants 84 games and only 4 preseason games. I like that, Richie. I don't know about you, but I like that.
Love it.
Yeah, anytime you can get less preseason games is better for me, Updogg. But I want to talk to you guys about this. The Nashville Predators' first PP unit. And you both guys played the power play a little bit. Forsberg, O'Reilly, Marchessault, Stamkos, Yossi. It's going to take some time. But when I saw that firsthand, Updogg, I was like, wow, that has potential to be... Now, Stammer doesn't have Kucherov sliding him the, juicy little fucking saucy sauce, but that, to me, could be a really lethal power play unit.
I think Yossi's disher. I think Yossi can dish just as good as anybody, just because he's so like. And Richie, you probably scouted him now, being in that in that division and whatever for forever now. But it's like he moves so well on the blue line, and he plays as like a forward/D. So I kind of like him dishing pucks over there, and then. Forsberg, boys, he's healthy this year. He's a guy that, he zips it. It's a great power play. You get Fact Daddy down.
All the names on there. The only thing I see is there's 3 shooters on there and only 1 puck. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them play live yet, so I don't know how it's working. But, Forsberg, all he wants to do is shoot. Marchessault, shooter. Stamkos, shooter. O'Reilly's kind of, the all-around, obviously, disher, and Yossi, disher, but...
Well, it's got to be. Forsberg's playing his off wing half wall, right? You got Yossi up top. Stammer's on his spot that he owns. Him and Ovechkin basically own that real estate in the NHL. And then you got O'Reilly down goal line, Marchessault in front of that. A little bit of movement there, and they all end up in a spot where they can shoot the puck.
I do agree with Rich. When I was watching it the other night when they were playing Dallas, Marchessault on the one side and Stammer on the other, like I'm playing the top of the circles. You could see they both wanted to shoot it, obviously, right? And Marchessault was trying to get it through to Stammer, but that's something they're probably going to have to work on. But I guess where I'm going with this is how long does it take to a power play to get their mojo going, right? Like when you bring that many new pieces in, if you're, Andrew Burnett and Barry Trotz and the Predators fans, more importantly, it's going to take some time before those boys get. But I do think that has potential to be lethal once they figure out exactly where they're going to be.
Yeah. I mean, like teams like the Oilers have been using their power, same guys on the ice for 4 or 5 years, right? Like I would say.
Are they playing this year or where the fuck?
Oh, they're not. But Evan Bouchard's been the only guy that hasn't been on that power play unit, and he's been there 3-4 years now, maybe more. So yeah, Richie, I wasn't a power play guy, being a penalty kill specialist like yourself. Like in practice, are you like promoting them to just like feel it, or you got to play them a little harder in practice to get these guys going?
Yeah, I think that's I was always the guy that wanted to play a fucking, you never wanted anyone to score.
No, me too.
As far as you could, but these guys, I mean, they're all too talented not to fucking figure it out, right? These guys are world-class players for a reason, but I mean, Andrew Burnett's was a great power play passer, power play player that I played with as well. And he's really smart. He's gonna figure it out. Either they stay together and it doesn't work, or they move around and they're gonna have two great units. So they're a team that I'm taking tonight to win as well. They're due for it, and I like that to see them play. It's a hell of a PP unit, that's for sure.
I'm gonna jump on that with you. Hey, Rich. By the way, is there anything better? We're all PK guys. Is there anything better? They're probably like looking back. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning, and they're trying to work on the power play, and we're just fucking it up and shooting down the ice, screaming and hollering. Like there was no better feeling than making the Sedins or Vinny and Marty or fucking Leggy and the boys skate back and get the puck, and you're just like, oh, you guys gonna give us a chance. Give us a fucking chance.
They're snapping. They can't get together. You're hooting and hollering. They rip one off your ankles. Yeah, it's the best.
Updogg, I want to talk about your former squad, the St. Louis Blues, here in our little segment around the National League, best league in the world, fella. Scrappy team, dude. I had them picked like not even in the fucking close to the playoffs. I don't know, man. Listen, Holloway looks good. That Broberg, who they built out to make an offer, she looked good. But to me, I don't know. Fasca was a nice pickup. Obviously, Schenner is their captain. I've watched them play a couple games early in the season here, and they kind of have that feel of, I think Ryan Suter was a nice pickup on the back end for him. Kind of a scrappy team. Bitter's played well. Like, I don't know. It's early, but I think this team is going to be right there again. And I had them nowhere. I thought they were going to take a step back. They almost made the playoffs last year. I forgot, but I don't know. They got that kind of veteran feel to them. Like, they still find a way.
And thanks for reminding me. They went in on a tough road trip, like 3 road games to start the season off. And for them, they have doubters. But they brought in. You just said it. Broberg's a guy that, if you look at the way he played in the playoffs last year, he didn't make any mistakes. He was like a guy that could fill in for for their D-core and play well. It's exactly what, they lose Torrey Krug to an injury for the whole season. This is exactly the replacement. Wasn't even on purpose. Maybe St. Louis knew that this, Krug's foot was going to be all whacked up, but Ryan Suter, great pickup. When you mentioned to me the other day, you're like, buddy, I'm just watching the Blues, and what a signing, bringing Suits in.
Yeah, and the thing about Suits is he's playing the right amount of minutes there, right? Yeah. Like last year in Dallas and probably the last previous 2 years, especially come playoff time, Suits, he was playing so many minutes that it was just getting to the point of he looked tired. I think, playing on that third pair, if guys do get injured, he can definitely play up, but I just thought he's been great. Another guy, Matthew Joseph's a guy that comes in as a speedster. Jake Neighbors, kid that's kind of, starting to mature in his own. But for me, it comes down to Thomas and Cairo again. I mean, are they going to be able to be the superstars? But I'll tell you what, Blues fans, this team is going to compete. They're scrappy. That's what I wrote down. They're fucking scrappy.
They're scrappy.
Yeah.
And listen, I just wanted to tell you, I forgot, but I fucking sat in the booth and did radio with the Blues radios guys. Chris Gerber, he's a beauty. So in Vegas, I went up there.
Nice.
He offered it to me before the game. He's like, if you're not getting too drunk, would you mind coming on? I'm like, well, it's my dad. My dad's
already drunk.
Yeah.
Come up. I'm already drunk. Been drunk yesterday, bud.
And so I brought my dad. I brought my dad up in the booth, put on the headset, and started ripping. And I tell you what, it was a great hockey game, Vegas and St. Louis. And what you witness is if their top guys can be their top guys. And right now, Kyrie's got 6 points. He's second in the league in scoring. Buchnevich is a big boy. They got a good team. Richie, what do you think, bud?
I just got to bring this up. We're talking about Suter. Can you believe this guy's getting paid by a fucking free NHL?
Oh, it's nuts, bro.
How good is life for this guy?
That's unbelievable. Hey, the Wilders, Billy Garrett's still paying him. He's still getting paid out by the Wild.
Buddy, he's having a
Wild 12-year and then St. Louis
12-year deal for 100 and something bananas.
No, I know, but I thought it was fuck the bio bill. Oh no, I have to.
That's insanity. Imagine getting that every 2 weeks. Open 3 paychecks off.
That'd be nice. Hey, that'd be real nice. Yeah, good for him.
Damn, life.
Hey, Richie, I want to ask you this guy came on my radar last year because of you, because I was talking to you about your guy. You're like, I got to go in and scout someone. Ivan for the fuck Colorado. Ivan, I mean, what? who the fuck is this guy, bro? And like, Ivan, get it going a little bit because you're going to Ivan your way right out of the fucking league if you ask me. But who is this guy?
I mean, fuck, I thought it was a typo or something. I had no clue. They fly me to see this kid.
You think his dad was just drunk? Really?
To be honest, this is, I've never heard of the kid. It's, going in with a blank slate, but he plays hard. He's a two-way player. He's on an American League deal. And he's found his way. That was last year. Then Colorado signs him to an NHL, two-way deal. And the kid's on. I didn't think he was going to make their team, but he's on their team. Haven't seen him play yet, but I do like the kid. He's young. He's figuring it out. But from going from an American League deal to the NHL the next season is a big step.
Yeah.
Fucking Ivor Heaven. I haven't seen him play.
I'd like to check his passport. I don't
know if he's. I saw him he was on the power play unit, but that was a little shocking because he's more of a kind of a fourth line, third line checker. But.
Yeah. Oh, he's on their second.
On him right now.
Yeah. You always question
a chance.
You always question the Russians like passports. You're like, really? Are you only 18?
Yeah.
You got like, you look like you're 35.
Ivan,
are you 18? Well, you fucked up. You made your first name your last name. This is definitely not.
Yeah, that's not. It's not. Hey, is this really you, fella?
It's like, well, yeah. What's the with the guy in Superbad when he gets the fake ID? And,
oh yeah, Mick Lovin.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you put your name's Mick Lovin.
He's like, you look like you're an ogre daughter from Hawaii, bro. You're fat. Why'd you put down 28 years old, bro? Hey, listen, I gotta rip on the Abs a little bit here, and you talk about not as much depth as they had. Like right now, Ross Colton is playing on the top line. I love Ross Colton, but he should probably be on their third line. Colton, McKinnon, Rantanen, Miles Wood, and Casey Middlestad is a kid that I got a problem with this kid's game too, boys. Like lots of skill, but they traded my boy Bo Byron for him. What have you noticed of Middlestad? I got to give him some more time. I get that, but like he had a decent playoff. But to me, Richie, it's his compete level too. That's just lots of skill. His boots to me are a little slow, but just compete, man. Play a little bit harder.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing as you. A ton of skill, but hasn't figured out how to dig in yet. So I watched him a little bit last year in the playoffs. He played fine, but yeah, there's another level that he's got to get to if this team has a chance.
This team
is just they're not used to the altitude. Maybe
they're just not good.
Suck and win.
And this. Nobody sucked up for the Avalanche more than me in the last.
Oh, I know. Where did you have him this year? Where do you have him?
Yeah, well, I bet him to. Finish
coming out of the West, or
no? I bet him to finish third in the Central.
Yeah,
behind Nashville and Dallas.
Yeah.
I hope Big Val's coming back if he can get the help that he's getting. I heard everything's on the right track. Landy's going to give it a go no matter what. I saw that in the Amazon face-off. He's going to try eventually. Yeah. Not sure. But there's more issues than that. Like, their back end, like Ludwig, I don't know who this guy is. Sammy Malinsky, not bad. Shillington, who was his first game last night. I love everything that's about his ski. I don't know, man. They don't look like the old Avalanche. And I know it's only 3 games in, but
two world-class players, they're going to turn around.
I forgot they were missing Letkinen. That's a big loss.
What's wrong with him? Do we know?
I don't know, but I'd like to get him in there sooner than that would be something serious.
Yeah, someone might have.
Are you playing tomorrow?
Will you tip me off on that next time I decide to bet you? Wow. Minus 250 at home.
Kyle, I forgot about Letkinen. I knew the rest of these guys were out. Devon Taves, though, he's just what DeHaan's done. He's fucking done. But let's Landis Kognachuskin. Fuck Tucker Poolman. Actually, all their best players are out, so maybe that's why are they fucking minus 260? Who's doing the odds? DraftKings. Well, maybe.
Yeah, they think McKinnon's going to rattle off 40-game home streak and score 4 night.
Yeah,
but he hasn't been.
No, listen, I apologize. I did not know they're this banged up. I knew they were banged up, but Letkinen, Tucker Poolman, who's the right hand shot for Vancouver. You're right, Rich. I'm pushing the panic button a little bit too early. I got to settle down on that fella. They'll be okay, right? Kiefer's right. They'll be all right. Anyways, boys, Richie, love having you, buddy. Welcome to the squad. Updogg, welcome back, fella.
Fella.
Picky, Cons, thank you. Hall Pass Media. That was Missin Curfew.
Fellas.